morning, all Excellency ambassadors, mayors, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Han Park. I'm mayor of Osan City and the chair of Korean Association of Lifelong Learning Cities. First of all, I'm very pleased that the Unsu City of Incheon is having the meaningful occasion of hosting the special session for ambassadors Mayor Summit Forum. As part of the UNESCO 5th International Conference on Learning Cities, I wish to express my gratitude to David H. O'Reilly, the director of UNESCO Institute for Lifelong Learning, Jung Han, the Secretary General of the Korean National Commission for UNESCO, Philippe Lefort, the French Ambassador to Korea, and all Excellency Ambassadors to Korea and distinguished participants. I want to thank Nam Sok-ho, the Mayor of Yeonsu City of Incheon, where the 5th ICLC is being held, and Seok-jin Moon, the Mayor of Seodaemun and the Chair of EKLC. I'm also sincerely thankful to all the mayors of Korean Association of Lifelong Learning Cities, member cities, for taking the time out of their busy schedules to attend the summit forum. Lastly, I am grateful to Professor Jang Lee at State University of New York, Korea, Young-min Ko, Chair of Jeju International Cultural Exchange Association, who is here as a keynote speaker today, and Professor Un-sil Choi, Chair of UNESCO EAC and a moderator of this summit forum. In the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic crisis, the world's foremost problems for a sustainable future are climate change, carbon neutrality, and harmony with the natural environment. In addition, the role of local governments and lifelong learning is being emphasized as an everyday practice strategy to prepare for with Corona and greater return to normal life. I believe that good administration, willpower, and effort of local governments will be necessary, and furthermore, the solidarity, cooperation, and communication between not only nations but also individual cities will be of great importance. Thus, today's event is a special session of ICLC, where the Council, acting as a network for 182 lifelong learning cities in Korea, has invited the foreign ambassadors to Korea in order to promote global communication and discuss the future of lifelong learning cities. We hope that this summit can serve as an important opportunity to look back on UNESCO's ideal for lifelong learning, contemplate about the 7 knowledge for the education of the future that UNESCO states, and establish a developed future strategy for lifelong learning and local governments. In this day and age, various international exchanges and cooperative projects are being actively pursued as part of public diplomacy by local governments, and governance is more important than ever. It is my sincere wish that today's event does not just end up being a one-time event, but becomes a regular practice, thereby leading to the establishment of an intimate network of lifelong learning cities based on the UNESCO agenda. Lifelong learning is the first feature of your city. Thank you.
Centers and other shared spaces.
응원하면서 함께하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
First of all, let me talk a little bit about the city of Osan. Osan is a vibrant city that has a population of 240,000 with the average age of 36.9 years. Osan placed education at the center with municipal police with an aim to create a healthy lifestyle for all. As a result of 12 years of efforts to provide equitable learning opportunities to every citizen, from children to adults, Osan has become an education city where the entire village is a campus. But only 10 years ago, when the Lifelong Learning Initiative was just launched in the city, Osan was a relatively small city surrounded by 4 large million cities with a population of 180,000. Osan fell behind its neighboring cities in terms of the average length of residency, showing a gap of about 10 years. Citizens were leaving Osan for nearby big cities that offered better education opportunities for their children. In order to make residents live longer in Osan, I initiated the reform of city policies to focus more on education and worked with experts, city officials, and citizens to come up with viable lifelong learning programs. Osan branded the city as Foundation Education City Osan and has built the foundation for sustainable lifelong learning so that no one will be left behind and every citizen from children to others can learn, share, and act in a sustainable way. Osan built a learning city framework tailored to the city's characteristics through the 5P strategy. Yesterday, Osan was awarded the UNESCO Learning City Award for 2021. I believe the 5P strategies played a big role in Osan winning the award. Then let me explain what the 5P strategy is. The first P stands for play. To children of Osan, learning means play. Since children's education was found to be the biggest reason why people were moving out of Osan, we introduced various education programs tailored to different development stages of children. In addition, we created various extracurricular programs such as swimming lessons for survival, 1 musical instrument per youth, and debate contests that reflect the city's innovative education philosophy to help children acquire essential survival skills and learn how to live with others instead of encouraging excessive competition. Next is place. All of the villages in Osan are turned into learning campuses. We created over 200 stepping stone classrooms in collaboration with citizens and local communities, utilizing local facilities without additional spending. The classrooms are located within a 10 minutes travel distance from every corner of the city, turning the city into one large campus based on the concept of space sharing. Next, participation. People are a source of energy for Osan. About 2,100 civic activists are the driving force behind the city. Next, partnership. Osan has built a strong cooperation system with local and global partners. Through global cooperation with the city of Espoo of Finland, which we signed educational exchange agreements and UNESCO cluster cities, we are building a cooperative partnership for shared growth. The last P is prosperity. Osan is a city where learning and sharing take place all year round. We built communication platforms that are accessible to everyone and let anyone to take initiative to create a sustainable learning culture that encourages people to learn and share together. Then, what impact has the implementation of the 5P strategies had on Osan? Citizens are almost twice as satisfied with education in Osan, while the average length of residency increased by 59.1%. Asked, are you willing to continue living in Osan? 84.2% said yes. Osan scored 72.5 out of 100 points in overall level of satisfaction with living in Osan. And the city was ranked third nationally in a survey on cities and continues least expected to go extinct. Through various efforts centered on education and learning, we are cultivating a healthy lifestyle for citizens and sustainable growth of the city. On the strength of the Learning City framework, we are able to proactively respond to COVID-19, which put the world at risk. Our citizens handmade facial masks as part of talent donation programs and distributed them to schools and vulnerable people. In addition, emergency care teachers were sent to schools so there would be no learning gaps due to school closures, and online student debate contests were held to ensure continuity in learning. We have also brought change in various areas, introducing new learning methods and formats, changing local culture, and engaging citizens more in education programs. However, there are still pending issues such as deepening social divide and carbon emissions that we need to tackle going forward. These issues cannot be solved by the efforts of individuals or specific groups alone. We need to come together to address the issues in unison with a new paradigm. That brings me to the topic of the new paradigm Osan has adopted. Let me explain the three pillars of new paradigm. First of all, we will change the way learning takes place in Osan by launching Osan Village Education Communities. We'll break away from the past practice to providing education support at the individual level and move towards community level support to create an environment where communities and residents grow together in a sustainable and healthy manner, tackling community issues together by using education and learning as means. Osan is providing childcare services together with local communities. By mobilizing all the resources available within the villages, we provide safe care for elementary school students who need after-school care. Second, transformation of the concept and scope of learning. We instead to expand the concept of health from individual and regional health to global health. We'll also stretch the scope of learning from simply acquiring new knowledge to developing the ability to put the knowledge into action. In this context, Osan declared the net zero goal in line with the central government's Korean Green New Deal policy. Together with the learning communities created through lifelong learning, we restored water quality of the Osancheon River from grade 3rd to grade 1, making habitable for endangered species like otters. We also created multiple village gardens throughout Osan. In 2022, we plan to hold exhibition of gardens to create high-quality gardens and spread the urban garden culture. The third and the last pillar is building a city infrastructure with smart technology. Osan is making all the areas industry, the environment, administration, and traffic and safety smart with AI. We are carrying out the Smart Town Challenge project to create the smart city complex town capable of providing robotic, autonomous delivery and intelligent public services and ensuring the safety of citizens through AI, big data, and IoT. We are also making efforts to turn Osan into a smart education city specialized in AI. In line with building city infrastructure with smart technology to prepare for the society of the future, in the era of the first industrial revolution, we are supporting schools and education centers in building facilities for the education of the future and in providing education and traveling for capacity building. We have established facilities such as maker spaces, wireless internet network, and online broadcasting studios in schools and regional education centers. We are running educational courses to help students develop problem-solving skills through design thinking and maker education. We are also working to link our public education platforms with business incubation systems to provide seamless services linking education and career exploration, such as launching a new business or creating new jobs. I've talked about Osan's new paradigm towards the education of the future and the three pillars: village education communities, global learning goal, building a smart city. This new paradigm embodies the vision and core beliefs of the UNESCO in education: education governance, education ensuring interconnectivity, future education, and responsibility in education. With this new paradigm, Osan aims to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, a universal goal for humanity, for balancing the present and future generations, and ensuring equitable opportunities and benefits and a quality life for all. I would like to conclude my presentation by reading this slide together with you. We have encountered new daily lives that we have never experienced before. Everyone, including our children, should be able to enjoy happiness under this new normal. A new paradigm of education that will enable everyone to be happy is building a city where no one is left behind. The city we have dreamed of, realizing the education of the future through AI and ensuring sustainable development through ESG management. Thank you.